Okay, hope everybody's having an awesome Sunday. I had a great morning and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to hit the bins this morning, and I did. And I found some more records, but I left them all. There were nothing really all that great. And I found, I want to say a collector friend, but a person who is savvy in records. And I said, you know what, these are really common, but you have a lot of people that are starting off. He resells, and he knows a lot of people that are probably starting off their collections, and things like Billy Joel, and I don't remember what else, just rock stuff, like the best of the Beach Boys, things I do not need. And that's a thing, finding stuff that's good for somebody else and not good for you is very common. But that being said, I have to reevaluate my collection, and I'm starting to go A to Z and alphabetize things. And of course, when you're thinking of alphabetizing, the first thing you think is A, but I started with B for Beatles because I had lots of Beatles and I wanted to see what kind of duplicates I had. And it turns out this 33 1/3, which I had recently acquired, was a duplicate. I believe the one that I just got was slightly better. So it was technically an upgrade. There's nothing wrong with it except for some sort of wear to the cover there. And this one is going to go out the door. I think I might have a friend that I can set this on. I think he probably already has this, but he may want another copy so he can trade with a fellow collector that doesn't have it. The other thing I might be going through is my 45s, which I've gone through many times. But also, I learned that you could buy piles of sleeves, and sometimes, all you really want is either the record to play or you want the sleeve to display. And, if you think about the 1980s, maybe even the 50s and 60s to some degree, people saved all the sleeves and pinned them to the wall. Sometimes you'll find tack holes in the sleeves, but once the sleeves were done and the records were scratched, people just threw away the sleeves, and you're left with a lot of beat-up records that don't play very well but are missing the sleeves. But for the 1980s, sleeves are not super rare, and it just depends on how they were provided to you. So I'd be looking for a few sleeve lots perhaps, because I have a lot of sleeves and I'd also have a lot of records that don't have sleeves. So it'd be nice to find a lot, because if you're doing one record, that's $3 to $10 for the record and $3 to $5 for shipping. So you might be $15 into 145, but if you hit a small lot, you might be $15 for the entire lot. So that might be more beneficial. Here is a Johnny Cash. I don't remember what happened to this corner here. I don't remember it being crunched there, but Johnny Cash. I had two nearly identical albums. This one had some damage here. Sometimes, unfortunately, getting rid of a duplicate, the front might be beautiful and then the back is not, but then on the other record, the front might be terrible and the back's beautiful, and that it's just really difficult figuring out which one to get rid of. And then if you have a stereo and a mono copy, then it's like, geez, do I keep both of them, or do I get rid of the one that I like to listen to the most? This again might go to a friend here. It's not in particularly mint condition. This is the kind of thing that a few years ago people just leave Johnny Cash at the thrift stores because he was fairly prolific and it's not very rare. This one I found at a 3 for $1 sale one time. Big crease and Nilsson, the point. It's not something I have to have. I don't remember if there was an insert in this one. No, it doesn't seem to be an insert in this one. But anyway, that one has to go out the door because I just cannot keep some of these average or below average records here in my collection. Same thing with this JoJo gun. I don't remember where the heck I got it, but I know it wasn't very expensive. It might have been part of that 3 for $1 at a thrift store. And JoJo gun looks like they're very mid-70s party animals, circa 1974, on Asylum Records. Not something I'm going to listen to again. It was, I think, okay, if I even listened to it, so that has to go out the door. This one here is a picture disc, and normally I don't get rid of those, but this is a movie sound, or some sort of soundtrack, some German soundtrack. I won't go into it. I don't know anything about this one there. Thankfully, anything that's bad has been covered up here. It's in 2 sleeves, so you can barely see it. I did not pay $5 for it. I think it was $1. I'm not 100% sure. I may have gotten it at the Ranch Records going out of business sale, or maybe even before that. I don't really know. I just saw a picture disc and took it because it was dirt cheap. And that has to go in 1984. So it's nothing special here. This one here, I believe, is one I got at a garage sale, or a outside church sale, and they had records 25 cents sitting in the hot sun, but it hadn't affected this one here. And this is the Dream Police by the Cheap Trick, and I don't know where the cover is. I can't find it. I don't know why it was just laying with this just ripped inside inner sleeve. No idea. Robin Zander looks like he's been missing, so I don't know. Maybe somebody pinned Robin Zander and Friends to the wall, and the record is quite beat. I mean, it was playable. I was actually shocked at how playable it was. A lot of surface wear there. Big, big, big whammo right there. So that's probably going to go directly into the trash, or unless I have some sort of artwork to do with that. Not really sure what I'm going to do with that, but I already have another copy. I was just hoping to combine the two, and I couldn't find the rest of the other one. This is one of those real common type of records, Greased Lightning. I do not remember where I got this. It probably was one of those things where I was at a drought. You know when you have those record droughts and you want to buy something, you just buy anything? This is by TV Records, T-E-V-E-E, T-E-E-V-E. And most of these, if not all of them, except for maybe one, are originals. I listened to them, and they seem like the originals, and a good soundtrack, you know, right here, 1978, but I just don't want it. And then you just have to say, you know, draw the line somewhere on some of these records. This one here has a $5 tag on it, but I got it from that swap meet 25-cent blowout sale. What an awful time to have only $7 in your pocket. Run home and find out that there's only $4 in cash. It's like, well, shoot. But you have to go. I mean, it took me 45 minutes to get back to this sale practically. It's ridiculous, you know, and the same thing back. This is the Blackwood Brothers, All Day Singing. And again, one of my friends might take this one here. It's just really hard to connect with everybody, you know, with the fuel crisis and people with cars that don't seem to be running at the moment. Hard to find, you know, and I usually meet up with my friends at the bins, but I haven't seen them for the last 3 times, so where have they been? Like I said, one person has car issues, but he's not really a record collector, so I wouldn't palm that off on him, perhaps, unless he's really into this Blackwood Brothers album, and that was cool to grab that one. This one may have been from that 3 for $1 record sale, and I had to grab this one because it was the only kind of rock there was. Lenny Williams, and this is Out the Door, unless somebody really, really wants to have it. You know, the difficult thing is trying to give everybody your cast-offs, because, you know, cast-offs are one thing if they're mint, but if they're just, you know, common 70s and 80s titles, somebody's not going to want to downgrade their collection with this one unless they're a huge fan of Lenny Williams. I just don't remember, and the cover does nothing for me, so that just has to go out the door. And Jerry Jeff Walker, I've gotten his autograph. He does, at one time he did TTM, which is called Through the Mail, and you send an autograph request through the mail and you hope it's legit. And I found a Jerry Jeff Walker a ticket stub on eBay for like $2 or $3, mailed it off to him, and he signed it, and I thought that was really pretty cool. This one is in bad condition. This was like a 10-cent record sale at a Teen Challenge thrift store. Somebody says Abbott right there, so somebody Abbott owned it. Maybe Gregory Abbott owned it. I'm just joking. He's going to shake me down for my 10-cent record. Little joke there. It does not have LA Freeway on this one, so I did have LA Freeway, but it was just absolutely, one of the most scratched records I've ever played. So this just has to go because I don't listen to it. And there's going to be a few more eventually once I get everything A to Z all duplicated. Sorted out. And I'm going to try to do a video where I take a quick snapshot of every single record, full-size record I have in my collection, doing my darndest. So hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how you purge your records, if you even purge anything, aside from some sort of natural disaster like a tornado or something like that. But hope you enjoyed seeing some records that I'm sending off to the great beyond or whatever. I don't know where they're going right now. Thank you for watching. Well, I'm back again for a little bit more because YouTube couldn't verify it was me and wouldn't let me upload my video. So I'm going to add a few more records to my purge pile here. And the first one here is this, I believe, 12-inch of Peter Brown, Baby Gets High. It's pretty good song there. The reason why I'm getting rid of it is because there's a strange bend in the record. I don't know if it's part of the record. It kind of dips. It's hard to tell. It dips right there, and it dips right there. I don't know if that's the way it was supposed to be, but my needle kept on sliding. Maybe my needle was a little dirty. I might have to try to play this one more time, but that's technically on the get rid of pile right now. I believe that's what they call 12-inch. Sorry, getting my fingerprints all over there, but who cares? And the spine is split. I have so many albums with the covers that are almost in two pieces, and some of them already are. And those I'm not sure what I want to do with. This one is Nona, I believe it's Nona Muscori. Sorry to all the Canadian viewers that like this. I just don't listen to this. I listen to a little bit of German music, but not a lot. And somebody has written T and circled it there in pencil there. I'm not really sure. That came from FYE when they were having a dollar sale. They were confused on the price, but I still got it for $1, 99 cents, dollar, whatever it was. FYE is for your entertainment if you care. They have one of the worst LP sections I've seen. Lots of budget dollar records that are $5, $6 to $10, and then they have, of course, all the new records coming in. And Adele's is still like $40 retail, basically on sale from $45 or something ridiculous. Aztec Two-Step, I tried to play that one. It was really fuzzy sounding. It's very clean for what it is, so I don't know what happened. I cleaned the dirt off my needle, and there's some damaging down there, which most of my records do have, so I'm not worried about that one. Other than that, the record is in really good condition. I guess E.T. owned that at some point. So that is all I have. That's the only latest purchase. I got through A and B pretty much, unless I find a few more. And thank you for watching.